So it's Monday morning and we are back. So what's going on this morning? This morning we have had all of the wagon parts have been picked up and collected, so they've already all gone out. There was 4 boxes, no there wasn't, there was 5 boxes. 4 little boxes and 1 big box with the big parts in. The cannon has also gone out, the Alpha cannon that we made, which was unbelievable. And the customer was like, wow, you've done really well on that. Especially having the logo on there as well, which we were unsure about if we were going to get it. But so far we are moulding the fire bars. So we are moulding the fire bars, which are here. So here's the first 4 boxes. We have another box there. I am doing the gratings as well, which are these ones. I have nearly finished them. We've obviously got 1 more box of the fire bars to do. So we need chrome, don't we? So let's have a look. Obviously you've got the chrome, which we obviously know what it looks like. And we've got to put 1% in. So they are 40, let's work it out. So we've got, each box weighs 45 kilo cost weight. We've got 5, which is 225. So we need 1.5 kilo, no 1.25 kilo of chrome. So let's have a look and see how much chrome that is. So here's the amount of chrome, look at the colours in that one there. That's how much chrome we've got to put in for 225 kilo at 1%. It's lovely, innit? Probably really shouldn't be touching it with my hand, but I ain't really too bothered. It's a nice piece. Good colours in that. So that's the 1% of chrome that we need. So, which is not too bad. Obviously I'm not putting chrome in the other ones because that's not what's being requested by the customer. Just cast iron to 250 for that. The spindles that we made about 6 months ago that have been sat there, the customers rang and left a voicemail. He's going to come this week or next week, or he's going to ring us up this week or next week. And hopefully we might get it to them. It's only been sat here for 6 months. We've also had this big thing in for shotblasting. We've got this in for shotblasting. Which I'll show you what the before looks like with that obviously. But that's mainly it. If we get these done, we might be able to cast this afternoon. We should get them done anyway. David's to shoot to George's because we're getting valuations for the house. But that's so far so good, do you know what I mean? And then a couple of quotes come in. Our great customer, well, not a good customer, we're actually his customer, but he brings us loads of wood and pallets. I'm going to show you what the pallets are, but it is what it is. Anyway, put my shelf up in the office. It looks sick, you know. So here's my shelf, large piece of wood, and that there is actually St George's Hall. Well, it's a large piece of wood. I've left the bark on it, I've cut, trimmed it, got a couple of nice brackets on there. That one in the centre is aluminium, but doesn't that look quite good? And here is St George's Hall. Hey, can you read that? St George's Hall, Liverpool. It does need a clean, don't get me wrong, but I don't really see many of these. Obviously, once everything else is finished, we'll get all the rest of the other bits and bobs to go on there. But it looks it. Oh, onwards and upwards, let's see how the day carries on. all the jobs, and if you noticed, I actually got the chrome amount wrong. I realised after I'd done the video, it's actually 2 kilos and a quarter, not 1 kilo and a quarter, so it was a kilo short, but I got it done and we put it in, and fire bars are all now cast, as well as the gratings are all done, so we can knock these all out tomorrow morning. Very warm. See how quick it gets gone grey already. It's after about just less than an hour. We've also had a load of pipes that come in before that they've gone out, and we are expecting 40 more pipes. These are all for the Mersey ferry. Ferry across the Mersey. You know how we do. Look at on these that we've gone in. These are paint tubs. So we've got a total of 4. These big, massive paint tub things. Yeah, let's have a look on the inside. Yeah. Voilà, nice and shiny. Hello, anybody there? So all we've got to blast on these is just this top rim. So at first I thought we were going to be doing the whole thing, but it's not. We've just got to do the top rim on all of them, because this is all getting cut off and a new piece is getting welded on. So we've just got to clean it up so that you can weld it on better. So that one's dead skinny, but basically all we've got to blast is to there, and then the same on the inside as well. What one's looking like, blasted, the difference. This was the easy one, so Steve wanted to do that first. And that's what it's looking like on there. So all the fella's going to do is get his cutter and cut that off, and he's going to weld new pieces on there. So it's Tuesday morning. No, it's not. Tuesday midday. So we knocked all the jobs out before, and they've all come out pretty sound. So here's all the gratings that we knocked out. They are looking sound. The big paint pots that Steve had in for blasting, he's finished them and they've already gone out this morning. Some of the paint was really thick on some parts, but obviously we were only blasting the little top rim, which was alright. So it was on with being on with the fire bars. There's a couple there, and there's a couple here. Don't know if you can tell from here, but you can actually see the chrome on the surface, as that's what it's meant to be doing. Protects the surface, you see all the colours in it. There's a couple there, obviously a couple more to be dressed. Well, the pipes I thought we were getting, they're not pipes. They're like handrail things for shotblasting. So there's 40 of them total, all looking red. This is how we're going to do them. We're going to do 4 at a time. Speed the process, press up, all being nice and efficient. I was been out before because I went to look at a job for shotblasting at Pumphausen. Fantastic casting, gotta admit, unbelievable. We all had to guess the weight in the place because I said how heavy it is. It was 1.15, so 1150 kilos. That was the top and bottom bolted together. It is empty, obviously. But David's nipped out because he had to go somewhere, but he started the lining of one of the pots. One of the smaller pots. It's got the base in now, and then we've got to line all the outside and the spout. He's got his mix ready, which is all down on the floor. So he'll cut that up, put it all in, intertwine it all together, and we'll make a nice ladle, and then it'll look like this other little one. He'll do the spout the same as this one as well, where it leaks from the bottom. Obviously this one's used, you can see all the slag starting to mould the sides. And then we'll have the spout like this one, where it's solid and it comes out from the bottom. He'll do that the same as that one, not like that one or the other one which comes out of the top. Moulding wise, I am making some gearboxes, only small gearboxes, so this is what the pattern looks like. There's the other half here. We've got one core box here which can be quite tricky because we've got to get in there and in there, so we'll have to put little sprigs. And we also have this one. Obviously, that pit goes on that part, so we have 2 of them per mould, and 1 of these per mould, which obviously does the main inside. So let's mould one, so let's see how we get on. Thursday, I was off yesterday. I got food poisoning, absolutely throwing it up and vomiting. I'm out the other end everywhere, which isn't good, but back in today, bit ropey, bit rough, but got to get back in because I've got bits to do. So yesterday we had a load of railings in, so we had 4 different sets of railings and panels for shotblasting, which are all done. Steve's completed them. And we've also got this absolute beast of a casting in for shotblasting. It's a motor, no, it's a pump motor. Well, pump housing. This weighs 1150 kilos, so 1.1, nearly 1.2 tonne. It's absolutely unbelievable. But this is in for shotblasting. This is from the Isla. But I find this fascinating. They've boarded that up so there's no shot gets in the inside. But it's unbelievable. An unbelievable casting. But let me show you how much paint's on this. Look at this here. Let me just get a key. It's a good key thickness, so that's the thickness of the key. So that's going to take some doing getting this off, but it's doable. You can see it there, look at that. That is it's unbelievable. Like when I had to go down and look at it the other day, and like for me, for the lads, it's just the normal job, but I look at this in the terms of the casting and go, that is unbelievable. Like, it's fascinating. A lot of people find that a bit boring, but like, it's unbelievable, unbelievable. We've also got some more of our shovel holders in from the powder company firm. Which of them? We've got 90 of them to do, which is not too bad. Whose are the fireplaces? Did he come yesterday?
Yeah.
Did he pay? He hasn't paid for the fucking other one.
Because you've got 30 days on the invoice.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Sound. So we've got more fireplaces in there. One there, and we've also got one over there. David has also done the ladle, and he's also burnt the ladle to try and dry it out. That's why it started to crack, but that's what it's looking like now. It's looking quite good. He's also finished my gearboxes off, all closed, but he's done 3 boxes and there's more than 3, unless I don't know what that one is. But also started to make some more fly press bowls, so I don't know if they're actually on order or he's just trying to build a castle. So I'll have to speak to him when he comes in this morning. Obviously all our castings for the gratings, they're all dressed. Not dressed, they're cast. They need to be dressed because we need to take them up there because we've got another pattern to bring back. So I might start them. Oh no, I'll be in the office because I've got all the invoicing to do. VAT's come out, which is an absolute killer. More money after more money, which is not good, but it is what it is. So let's crack on, let's do this pump housing. I'm not going to show you what the pump housing's like while blasting it because it's too big and you can't get a good angle on it. Because obviously our camera's based in the centre. So I'll see how we get on once we finish it. So it's Friday, busy day, absolutely roasting. But what we've got is, yesterday we got a load of, well, not loads, some railings in for casting. So we've got 2 different types of panels here that we've got to do. But what I've done is I've drilled and I've tapped them. Drilled and tapped, so we can put lifters in with the cranes because they're weighing 60 kilo. There's 2 different types there. We've also had to make a little arrow-made core to go in that side and some there as well. We've got these posts that go with it, which are already moulded. These are obviously all in ductile. See the pattern in the centre there. Same with that one. So there's 2 of them. We've also got some of these to make. So when I take that off. So they're in ductile as well. Fireplaces, Steve has done them, but I haven't filmed them, which I've gutted because one of them is quite nice. Which are all done. Look at the details on these. Look at that. Stunning, innit? We've also got a load more pipes in, but unfortunately they're on a stop. It's lovely out here. So we've got a pallet there, got a pallet there, we've got a pallet there. It is also too hot to go in the blaster, so I've got Steve finishing a couple of the terrain parts because once they're done I'll take them on Monday because obviously I've got to get that pattern back. There's another set of railings that have come in, which are these as well. Steve's already done them, blasted them this morning, ready for Monday to go out. With the panel that's down there, it's on the floor, but a part's come off, so I've had to weld it back on. It was only tacked that small, but you know the gearboxes we started moulding and I started filming, but I hadn't finished things because I was sick. I wondered why you only make 3. Well, I realised, well I found out why you only make 3 is because we've already got some, so I'll show you. So this is what they look like. Obviously you've got your core there and you've got your centre. They look sound, don't they? So I'm going to start moulding these spindles now and let's see how we get on. So if you're still here and you're still watching, don't forget to give us a like, a comment and a subscribe, it's much appreciated. This is the last part of the video and the way we are actually moulding this spindle is a bit different. So we've got 4 of these to make and as you can see we are bedding it in. So if we was going to do 4 at once, bedding them all in, you can just imagine the time and the process it's going to take. We need to think of something a bit different and be more efficient. So moulding it in, straightforward, the first one, got to mould it in, got to bed it in, got to create the joint. To be fair, straightforward, this one quite simple, the joint's easily identified and easily being able to work. Could mould everyone, but what's the point? It just takes too much time, and time's money. We need to try and be most efficient as possible to reflect the price and work out better for us as well. So, instead of moulding everyone in, like how I'm doing now, the best option was what I call rolling off. So, as this is the bottom box, and as we'll get further on in the video in a minute, we'll see we'll put the top box on. So then that top box, once we ram that up, that'll be then become the bottom box, and then we ram the other one off that, and we just alternate it, and we just keep turning it around, and it's more efficient because you can use a faster speed, and all you got to do is ram it up, saving time, saving money, and that's what it's about. So don't forget, give us a like, comment, and a subscribe. It's much appreciated. I'm Jake, and this is over and out.